Doigu is the EMEA product manager for this segment of production image press propositions at Canon Europe. She's both a marketeer and a qualified mechatronics engineer, so she's the perfect person to show and tell you about the technologies behind this latest digital press from Canon. I mean, it looks like an impressive machine, Doigu.
Thanks, Joe. Yes, I'm really excited to be here with the new Image Press C10010VP series. This press sets new standards in productivity, application diversity, and quality. In our growing Image Press family and in the wider Canon professional print range, it is the highest performer. It is designed to give you the flexibility to handle almost any job and deliver it in the shortest time possible with a healthy profit. This thinking goes beyond the press itself, bringing together software and finishing to automate your production and broaden your application capabilities to bring you the best. The Image Press C10010VP has been developed for high volume environments that want to achieve more. By that, what I mean is more volume, more applications, more quality, and more profit. As Mark mentioned, this new product has been built on a proven and reliable technology platform, which has been consistently improved by the Canon R&D engineers in Japan. Together, the new features bring this press right up to the minute to match what customers are asking for from a production engine. So, if you are looking to boost your productivity without compromising quality and flexibility, you can count on Image Press C10010VP.
You mentioned about setting new standards in productivity, application diversity, and quality. What do you mean by this?
Nice question, Joe. Let me start with productivity then. There are two models in this range. The Image Press C9010VP with a speed of 90 pages per minute, and the Image Press C10010VP running at up to 100 pages per minute. So you get the performance you need to turn jobs around quickly when you need to. But productivity is not just about print speed. Speaking with customers, we know that the automation and inline finishing are critical for businesses. The market is driving for need for production efficiencies, and it makes sense for customers to produce finished documents rather than flat sheets that require offline collation and finishing. With this solution, you have access to a wide range of inline finishers, enabling you to produce output that's immediately ready to ship. Also, a unique feature of this engine is to keep productivity high with two-fusor technology. This is what the VP refers to in the product name. Let me explain what this technology brings as a benefit. During a usual fixing process, the temperature needs to change based on the weight and the structure of the media. But with Image Press C10010VP, heavier media goes through two fusors, whereas lighter media goes only through one, which means you maintain productivity on mixed media jobs without waiting for any heat up or cool down of the fusors. So we maximize productivity during the print run. But what's also really important to make a digital press as productive as possible is to keep it running for long periods without the need for the operator to intervene. So what C10010VP can also provide is a 24/7 production possibility.
It sounds so exciting. What I was also wondering was, why does Canon put so much focus on applications diversity?
Well, let me explain. Print businesses today need to efficiently produce a broad range of different creative applications. With this new press, you can deliver an enormous range of high-quality finished products, from menus to mailers and from books to brochures. And as an example, let me show you what could be produced for a travel agency client. This press can handle synthetic media, which gives you the chance to offer durable and water-resistant applications such as these luggage labels in here. You have the option to print on long sheet media up to 1.3 meter, as well as auto-duplex printing up to 762 millimeter. This immediately widens the range of print collaterals you can offer, like these folders, these brochures, and much more. You can work with a wide range of media from 60 GSM to 400 GSM, When you can offer your customer more creativity, you are giving them more business value, which I am sure your customers will ask for.
And how about quality?
Of course, Canon is an imaging company, so you would expect us to use that knowledge to make sure the image press also delivers the best possible image quality. This press delivers offset-like output, which means fine lines, smooth transitions, and natural tones are all under control. But you also need to be able to do that consistently on every single page, job after job, day after day, without constantly having to tweak the press to get the quality your customers demand. When we talk about quality, we shouldn't forget about registration accuracy. Thanks to the active registration technology, this engine provides an accuracy within 0.5 millimeter, which is still unbeatable in this segment. Ultimately, it's about delivering right first-time print that delights the customers.
So now can you show us the image press production technology that we have here?
Of course. Then let me print a poster for the same travel agency I mentioned you earlier. I'm excited to see the amazing print quality on paper. But first, let me start by introducing the configuration we have here today. The engine is configured with a POD deck, feeder as an input module, and as a high-capacity stacker for the finisher. In terms of the controller, this press can be integrated either with Canon's Prisma Sync solution or the latest versions of EFI Fiery, so it is adaptable to various existing workflows.
Is this where the production starts then?
Yes, definitely, Joe. Once the order comes in, for example, via an online web-to-print system, the file becomes visible on the user interface, and all you need to do is just to start the production, which automatically programs the job parameters and starts the engine. Now the job is ready to print, and we can start the journey by following the media path. The Image Press C10010VP includes 2 full production trays, each feeding up to 1000 sheets. If you want longer periods of uninterrupted production, which I know production environments will always ask for, you can add up to 2 POD decks, which could boost capacity up to 10,000 sheets. This feeder supports sizes up to SRA3. But for long sheet media needs, we also offer long sheet feeding options like a BDT feeder, which has a capacity up to 5,000 sheets of banner size media. It's not just about the capacity, of course, but also about the feeding technology. The POD deck here has a vacuum feeding and ultrasonic multi-sheet feed detection technology, which automatically ejects double feed sheet to an escape tray here on top, allowing the engine to continue production uninterrupted. You can also feed the trays during the production without stopping, as any tray can be loaded with any type and size of media that the POD deck supports. Now let's move to the registration unit and open the doors for you. First, the registration plates are designed to eliminate static with these diagonal ribs. The media is then fed into this side of the registration plate, ensuring each sheet is fed without skew thanks to the cross-feed rollers. And the registration story doesn't end in here. It continues during the print run with a technology called active registration, which minimizes the effect of distortion on the paper path. So Canon R&D engineers even found ways to actively enhance registration to compensate for even the slightest tiny vibrations that are natural to any moving machinery. Now we move to the next step of creating the image on the media. To get the highest quality, we use a technology called Red VCSEL to provide high image precision at 2400 by 2400 dpi resolution. The RVCSEL lasers write the image twice on the drum to ensure no details is missed, and we call this technology as multi-laser exposure. While I'm here at this point in device, it's a good opportunity to talk about the toner. The toner hoppers sits here on top of the press, and are very easy to access and operate, even while the press is running. This engine uses a CV toner, which stands for the consistently vivid toner, and it has a smooth surface and special structure to improve durability and to give better color consistency. The translucent toner allows light to bounce back, so you see a true representation of the media. To transfer the toner to the media, we use a technology called Twin Sleeve Developer, which ensures consistent transfer that matters most in high coverage areas to make sure even the tiniest spots are all covered. You can compare this using two paint rollers when you are painting a wall at home to achieve a total coverage. Once the image is developed, it then goes to the intermediate transfer belt ready to place on the stock. Right in this step, the press has a 4-layer transfer belt, including an elastic layer, which optimizes toner transfer, especially onto textured and structured media. Once the image is on the paper, it then continues to the fixing station. For me, this dual fixing technology is one of the most impressive features of this press. Because it really unlocks the machine's full productivity, as I explained in the beginning. This engine also has an integrated inline spectrometric sensor which automates color control for every single page. Plus, there is a multiple density adjustment technology to make real-time color adjustments. Each sheet is checked against color density patches on the transfer belt, making sure that color is consistent from the first page to the last. This combination of technologies achieves impressive color and halftone consistency without compromising productivity. Now, time for the finishing. This robust high-capacity stacker can hold up to 6,000 sheets, and you can connect 2 high-capacity stackers for maximum output, enabling you to unload while the engine is running. This is why we call it the high performer of the family. We think the description is well deserved. I should also highlight that we are introducing a new DFD bridge capability with this press, which means you can connect with a range of third-party finishing devices. This really unlocks the total production potential of the press and gives you all the flexibility you could possibly need when it comes to producing finished products and adding value for your customers. Now, let me show you the print quality on the application we just printed. Here is the final product from the C10010 VP.
Wow, it seems to be packed with a lot of different technologies and options depending on what a print business needs, right?
Exactly. We have listened to customers and considered every little aspect of the technology that will make this press a peak performer, as well as giving customers the flexibility to choose the best configuration for their needs, selecting from different paper input options, finishing modules, and the controllers. I'm really excited about every aspect of the technology that's built into this product. All around, its production capabilities and application diversity are superb. I'm really confident that it will unlock the huge new potential for the print businesses.